I gave people all the stuff they really needed. Social Security checks, utility bills, TV guide.
I want a TV guidance counselor. TV guidance counselor. Staying up to watch all night, and everything's gonna be alright with my TV guidance counselor.
Hey everybody, welcome to TV Guidance Counselor. I am Ken Reed, as always, your TV Guidance Counselor, and this is the show where each and every week, since February 14, 2014, I have welcomed an interesting person into my studio, whether it be in person or virtual, to discuss classic television using a back issue of TV Guide magazine from my personal collection as the inspiration for our conversation. And my guest this week is no exception. My guest this week is the host of the American Hysteria podcast. They are a former poet, now a podcaster. Very interesting, very smart, very funny. My guest is Chelsey Weber-Smith. You can go to chelseywebbersmith.com to find all about. You can do all the abouts you want to find all about their podcasts, the Urban Legend podcast, American Hysteria, and everything else they do. And you'll want to after hearing my discussion with them because it's very fun. So please sit back, relax, and enjoy this week's episode of TV Guidance Counselor with my guest, Chelsey Weber-Smith.
TV is my friend, and it has been always there for me in time of need.
Live via satellite from Seattle. I think you might be the first person from Seattle, in Seattle, that I had on the show. Chelsey, how are you?
I'm great. I'm so excited to be here. Big TV Guide fan, so I feel
Excellent.
like I'm back in my granny's living room.
Did you get it at your house, or was it like your grandmother got it?
My grandmother got it, but she lived next door to me, so it was like kind of like I got it, But I loved thumbing through it, and she just loved her TV Guide, just till the day she passed away, which was this year. So this is kind of nice to get to honor her a little bit. But yeah, she up until the very end, she was always like, I need my TV Guide. She didn't want to use the thing, whatever the channel is,
the digital version.
No, she didn't like that. She needed the TV Guide.
I always wondered TV Guide, so the year you picked is 2000, which is like just on the cusp of when TV Guide started to change a lot. 2004, it's totally different. But in 2004, it's split into three companies. There's TV Guide Channel, tvguide.com, and the magazine. The magazine became large format. It stopped kind of having articles and it was more press releases. And,
Sure.
I was like, who is this for now? Because but people, it's still published today. And, there are people who probably they're used to getting it every week.
Yeah, I guess that's all you need right now. I don't know. It's I'm trying to remember, because the size of it before was kind of the size of a book, right?
Little digest, yeah. So
show me.
This is,
Yeah. I'm remembering
size.
that now. Yeah.
Yeah. The counter, checkout counter at the supermarket size.
Right. Yes.
It's funny. You're not the first person who's told me, grandma's house was the TV Guide place for so many people. I don't know what it was. It skipped a generation. The parents were like, I'm not paying for that.
No, my parents definitely, I really don't think they got the TV Guide. I don't think that was, which is kind of how did you figure out what was on TV without the TV Guide?
You just learned the schedules, I think.
Yeah, I guess you just knew. And you saw the commercials and you're like, well, I'm watching Friends on Thursday. I'm watching that. You just knew what was going to be on, yeah.
Or you took a chance. I feel did you have cable growing up?
Yeah.
So I feel like all of us, I think we're of a similar age, had a home channel that when you turned the TV on, that's where you went directly to that channel. Yeah. And then you'd flip up and down during commercials or whatever. But it was usually MTV, Nickelodeon, sometimes USA, whatever. But so I think you just tuning into the home channel, you'd see promos and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. And then of course you just channel surfed until you found something.
Because you couldn't just turn the TV off. That would be insane.
No, I sure didn't. I was TV was my babysitter for sure.
Do you have siblings?
Yeah, I have a little brother. He's 8 years younger than me. He also works on my podcast. But, so we had pretty different cultural touchstones. But because he had an older sibling, he does have some of the same, and I do have a better knowledge of culture that is 8 years younger than me because of him, I think.
But you got to mentor, and I appreciate that you've recognized the two-way influence as well.
Oh, definitely, yeah. If you think I didn't watch every episode of Blue's Clues, you're wrong.
So it was like with my younger sister, I would buy her a subscription to Teen Magazine and Sassy, but then obviously I'd read it just
of course,
because it's there.
You gotta get your pop culture news. You have to get it. Doesn't matter who you are.
And so the issue is February 19th to 25th, 2000. So this is a really cool Buffy cover. Yeah. Although looking at this for the first time in a long time, Sarah Michelle Gellar is so baby. She looks 11 years old in this picture.
I know. Oh, yeah. It just, I feel so much looking at any image of Sarah Michelle Gellar from that time, because it wasn't just Buffy, it was like she was just in so many great things. Like, I mean, like her performance in I Know What You Did Last Summer, one of my favorites.
Cruel Intentions, Covington Cross.
Oh, yes. And I mean, Cruel Intentions, like, come on. Like, she just was a very important person in my pop culture education, I think. So I'm just always happy to see her, always happy to see her.
It's funny because she was a movie star. I think people kind of forget because she's so associated with this role.
Yeah.
And this is sort of the tail end of when you either had to be a movie star or a TV star. And if you switched, it was because you were coming up or going down. It's like one or the other. But she made it seem like a lateral move because she really was. She was a movie star first. Yeah. And then Buffy was after she was well known. So it's funny that was kind of like no one was like, oh, look at her slumming on the CW here. This Buffy show.
No, everybody loved Buffy. It was just, and I was like, God, I don't know how old I would have been when Buffy started, but probably like 9 around that. And I started watching it day one. My mom and I that was our thing we did together. And so I feel like Buffy is just so like part of my constitution. And like I was kind of the Buffy kid at school. Like I had, like pictures cut out and taped all over my elementary school desks. And it was like, I was in the fan club. So I got the glossy prints in the mail, and I got my replica, like really cheesy ring from Buffy that
like the class ring.
Yeah, no, it was like the ring that, Angel gives Buffy, or Buffy gives Angel. I can't remember. It's like that Celtic ring that's like the heart with the hands.
Oh, yeah,
you know
yeah,
what
yeah.
I'm talking
like
about.
A clatter ring.
Yeah. So I was a diehard fan, so I had to choose the Buffy cover for
You're
this.
in deep. It's funny because I'm about probably 10 years older than you, and a huge horror fan, and had seen the original movie in the theater, and it was like was an okay movie. Like it was kind of just, and also it's like, not, to your point, bringing up 90s horror earlier, like 90s horror, especially like pre-Scream, is a weird time.
It is.
Tone is weird.
It is.
Even horror
quite
comedy.
Transitioned yet. It hasn't gotten its self-awareness that we needed.
Yeah.
That Scream kind of brought to the table. Yeah.
And it doesn't have that 80s. There's just like a bunch of bizarre movies in that little blip. Yeah. You got like Candyman, People Under the Stairs, but then you also have like My Boyfriend's Back and Dr. Giggles.
Right. And I love People Under the Stairs so much. And I do love Candyman too. I haven't seen the other ones that you mentioned, but
so my Boyfriend's Back, side diversion here, directed by Bob Balaban. Okay. It's the first starring role for Philip Seymour Hoffman, who plays a football jock school bully.
Stop it. That's amazing.
And it was written as a script called Johnny Zombie. So it's like a teen like rom-com. Okay. Except this kid dies and comes back to life as a zombie. And then it's like about like dealing with that. And it's a Disney movie.
Really?
And they kind of buried it, but it's gruesome. It's really great. It's almost like and I don't like trauma movies, but I would say the closest thing is it's like a well done high budget trauma movie.
Interesting. Very strange.
Bizarre.
Horror movies have launched so many careers. It's just so wild, John Travolta, Johnny Depp. It's wild,
It's true. Yeah. Have you ever heard the Johnny Depp story about Nightmare on Elm Street? How he didn't even audition?
No, I don't know. Tell me.
So his roommate, I believe at the time, was Rob Morrow, who was on Northern Exposure.
Okay. I was just in the town that Northern Exposure was filmed in.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, of course.
Rosalind, Washington. Mm-hmm.
Were you a Northern Exposure fan, or were you just like
I
kind of
wasn't. I've never seen it in my life.
It's great.
I'm a Rosalind fan. Yeah.
It's great. It's great. It's really sweet and smart and funny
Cool.
show that's ripe for rediscovery. It's like Twin Peaks without the murder and child abuse.
Well, and the Twin Peaks location is right on the way, so I stop by and I go to the diner,
Double
and then
R.
I can go to Rosalind, and it's
Get both
it's all
sides
right
of the
there.
coin. I'm very jealous of that. I would like to visit both of those places. But so they were roommates, and I think Morrow either didn't have a car or his car was broken or something. So Johnny Depp drove him to the audition and was just like waiting for him. And they were like, "Hey, you come in and audition," and he got the part.
I do remember this. Yeah, I do remember this. Which
pretty
is,
amazing.
I mean, with that face, I may not like the guy that much, but that face.
Especially then, yeah. I mean, he's perfect in that role.
Let's be clear. I'm talking about then.
Yeah.
That face then.
Yeah,
Beautiful face.
not the how long have you been in this dumpster?
Yeah, no kidding. And like, how are we really dressing like a pirate as a normal man? It's not for me.
Yeah.
Not for
Nobody
me.
should be like, my fashion icon is Keith Richards. And Keith Richards now.
No, probably not. Not anymore.
Probably not good for people. Yeah, so it was sort of an also ran movie that I just never really thought of. So when they announced they were doing a TV series of it, I was kind of like, I don't know about that. There were so few good TV series based on movies at all, let alone horror movies, that I was like, there's no way it's just not gonna happen. But I enjoyed it. I couldn't get super into it. I watched the first season and then kind of fell off.
Yeah.
But it was kind of amazing to see the legs that the show had. And I think I watched Angel more.
I watched Angel for sure too. And I would say that the problem that you ran into is that the first season is just, it hasn't figured it out yet. It just hasn't quite got there. Because I've tried to do a rewatch recently and I keep getting stuck like halfway through the first season. And I'm like, Chelsey, I know it gets better. Just keep going. And then I get distracted. But I am planning a very serious rewatch of Buffy, and I think it'll be worth it once I can just get to the point where everyone has confidence, their characters are fleshed out, we know who everybody is, and then it really just rips, man.
Because it's funny that if this show, well, this show wouldn't have got greenlit if it was on one of the major 3 networks or even Fox.
It had to be on UPN,
had to be
right?
UPN, had to be
friggin' UPN.
And after that first season, like, this would have been canceled by anyone else. Like, they would not have had the opportunity to like naturally sort of grow the characters. First season, I just remember John Ritter's like an evil cyborg, I think.
Mm-hmm. That seems right. Yep.
And my friend Musetta Vander is like a human praying mantis, I believe.
So as you can see, it's Monster of the Week, and they had to come up with a lot of them.
Very consistent, very consistent. So this is, I think, season 3 maybe, or 2 is starting
it seems close to
in
that.
2000.
Yeah.
So a big deal that this is on the cover of TV Guide, because it's acknowledging that this like upstart teen show on a sort of a junior network is a big deal.
Yeah. Totally.
The greatest thing I've found is on the first page after the cover, there's a weirdly somewhat sexual ad for Special K milk.
Yeah. 60% calcium. Yeah. Weird. Yeah,
So
it's like go ahead. You describe this.
So it's a black woman who's in very good shape. She's muscular. Sort of from the back, she's got a towel on that's like just above the crack. She's kind of making a flexing her arm and kind of looking over her shoulder with a carton of milk, of Special K plus milk, and it says, "For a strong body, lift once a day."
And it's like, how long did Special K milk last? I have no memory of that.
And why? They're like, look, you got to have the cereal and the milk. You got to put them together. If it's not the same brands, it's not going to work.
Have a matching outfit.
It's not going to work. You can't use incompatible. Like people are like, is it compatible with my Mac? But they're like, is my cereal compatible with this milk?
And also I'll point to the back cover is this giant Marlboro Lights.
Yeah.
I just feel like you would not ever get that these days. Like even
So many
2000
cigarette
feels a little late for there to be this massive Marlboro Light cowboy ad on the backside of the Buffy TV guide. Yeah.
Not even just from the cigarettes, like kind of because of the cowboys.
Yeah. Yeah. All of it.
There's two old, these are old cowboys too. Like these guys are like in their 50s easily.
Yeah, definitely.
And grizzled. And they're just kind of laughing it up. There's no cigarettes to be seen. And there's no
Maybe
tagline.
that's part of it. It's like that you couldn't show the cigarettes, but you could show everything else.
Two guys just staring at each other, smiling, and
You
says
know what they
Marlboro
want to be
Lights.
doing.
I feel like that picture, and with a lot of Marlboro ads, you could take the Marlboro Lights thing out and just put any product there.
Yeah. You could just put like Grinder.
Yeah, Special K milk or whatever it is, and this will work. There's nothing stopping that from working. And then my favorite thing probably in this whole issue is the amazing / terrifying / amazing again photo of Little Richard that's next to the Special K milk ad.
Oh, yeah. It's very odd. And what is the article about?
So I believe they were doing a TV movie of his book, his biography.
Okay.
And so I don't believe I've ever seen it. I will say the first issue of Playboy I ever read, my father used to get it and hid it in like a hope chest. And I literally would sneak and read it, no lie, for the articles.
Well, they were good articles.
They were. There was an issue where John Waters interviews Little Richard.
Oh,
and
my God.
I was like, I have to read this. I was like 10.
You had to. You had to read that.
It's such a good interview, too.
I know. Playboys
so
in the Hope Chest is also such a like little boy cliche dream.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Yeah. My dad would have been so disappointed if he caught me and was like, you looking at boobies? And I'm like, no, there's John Waters interviewing Little Richard in here.
He's like, you're reading it for the articles.
Like, for real, I am. There's a great article about Alan Moore. Yeah, very weird. And then there's I almost said that so Boston. Virginia Slims. A Virginia Slims ad that is the exact polar opposite of the Marlboro Lights ad.
Yeah, another cigarette ad. I was thinking this was for like some kind of like a Hallmark movie or something.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Virginia Slims, find your voice. That's not a good thing to say about cigarettes.
Throat cancer is
famously, they have taken a voice or two. It just feels really tacky.
It's like a pretty brunette looking up, and it's all like lavender and shades of purple. And the text on the left looks like a contemporary Prince album of this time.
Yeah. Or like a Live, Laugh, Love poster.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Yeah.
I made a promise to bring romance back into my life, to kiss negativity goodbye, and love the dawning of each new day.
By smoking a Virginia Slim cigarette.
Okay. All right.
Boy.
I don't know if these things worked on people.
No, and I guess at this point, because I smoked cigarettes in high school, and I definitely remember, because I would have been, in 2000, I'm like 11, 12, and then I was smoking by maybe 15 or 16, and I just remember smoking in Denny's. We just loved to go to Denny's, get a big bunch of pancakes and eat them while you smoked. Just like
extra syrup to make up for the dulled tastes.
Yeah, exactly. Just and it is just so funny to remember how smoking culture was back then, and how I've just forgotten how it was just everywhere. It was it was just constant and normal, just so normal. And now it's you barely see anything related to cigarettes ever.
What was your brand?
Well, I try to be badass and do Marlboro
American Spirits?
Reds.
Oh, Marlboro Reds. Okay.
Psycho. Eventually, I bumped it down to mediums, and it was also whatever I could get.
Yeah, that's usually the sign of someone whose heart's not in it. Thankfully.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, are you weirded out like I am when you see not even old stuff, like stuff from around this time or earlier, and people are smoking in it, and it seems like it takes me out of stuff immediately now.
It can sometimes. Yeah. It just, I don't know. I almost feel like it takes me out of it more now. Because so many people were smoking back then that it felt more normal and natural.
Sure.
And now it's like when a character is smoking, I'm like, oh, people still smoke?
Yeah.
Wow.
Might as well be a bottle of
juuling.
Jack that he's just
Yeah,
like,
right.
this doesn't look correct. I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah. No, and I mean, it's very good that we have moved away.
Yes. Unhealthy.
But, they were everywhere.
I don't miss coming home from like a music venue and just stinking for days, no matter what I do.
It was not good. Yeah, it was not a good vibe.
My favorite thing about smokers, and this is now true of pot smokers, is I've never met one who's capable of recognizing that we can all smell it.
Yeah, right.
Like, we all know.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
What are you thinking?
We don't care. It's just that the gall to be like, no, I wasn't smoking. Really?
Yeah, what do you mean? Huh? Yeah, I'm sure I've done it in the past, but no, I feel like I'm always pretty aware that I might smell like weed.
Yeah. I mean, you'd have to be. At least with weed, that you have the excuse of a slight cognitive impairment in the moment. Whereas cigarettes, like, there's no excuse at all. Like, if you're like, yeah.
Okay, I have to bring up something I just saw. This is so weird. Okay, on page 8.
Yep.
This book from Jerry Springer's book club.
Yes.
Because, of course, we've all heard men are from Mars, women are from Venus. That's like a very common, a very cliche book to talk about at this point. But this one's called Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, and Your Cross-Dressing Son is Backstage. A practical guide for keeping your kids out of your underwear drawer. Interesting.
This is a short-lived thing TV Guide did, was they made an attempt to do humor pieces.
Okay,
and they
so this was a
really
joke.
shouldn't have. This is a joke.
Okay, well, that's fine. That's very comforting.
But the fact that it's not clear is a prime example as why they should not have been doing humor pieces.
Yeah. Definitely. Definitely.
This is like a sub-Mad Magazine / like, bad National Lampoon. It also tells you all the popular books in the year 2000, which is kind of funny as well.
Yeah. Of course, Jerry Potter and the Sorcerer's Sleazy Fat Slut by
Tuesdays with Morons.
Oh my God.
The Greatest Generation Gets Nasty.
Yeah.
Angela's Ashen, which it looks like Betty Page on the cover. Oh, and this is funny. This was written by Andy Borowitz.
And who's Andy Borowitz?
So he's like a humor writer of note. He actually wrote for Facts of Life in the 80s, but he became like he would write for like McSweeney's and like Vanity Fair and stuff. This is not Andy Borowitz's finest work.
No, this is probably he just needed a quick
This is a phoning it in. I wrote it in 5 minutes. I hope at least. I hope he did not spend time on this.
No, I don't think that he did.
Just cash that check, Andy. Wow.
Do what you got to do.
And then right before that, on the page before that, speaking of Scream, there's a little article about Wes Craven acting in a sitcom.
Oh, yeah.
He was in the sitcom Stark Raving Mad. Good actor.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, I loved him when he was in Wes Craven's New Nightmare. That was so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Convincing. It's funny how there are directors who can like just easily pull it off. Like him, David Cronenberg.
Yeah, I know. And some who can't. And
yes. Quentin Tarantino.
Oh, wow. Look at this. It says Miramax insists there will be no Scream 4.
And there wasn't.
Love Scream 4. I love Scream 4.
Scream 4's
No,
fun.
I mean, Wes Craven, it was the last one he did before he died. And from there, it's just like, in my opinion. Any of them are good after that. Yeah.
They all sort of become, it's almost like cover bands or like a nostalgia piece. Like you're not it's like a cover song. You're like,
It is.
Okay,
Yeah,
see
I
what
was
you
like,
did.
yeah, I want to see everybody, so I'm gonna go. But
Yeah,
but yeah.
not great. And they mention, which got mentioned a lot at the time, but doesn't come up often now. Music of the Heart, his drama with Meryl Streep in it that he directed.
Oh, I've never seen it.
It's pretty good, but it was his. There was a bunch of sort of 80s and 90s horror directors who tried to do like a non-horror, like straight drama at this time. Sam Raimi made a baseball movie called For Love of the Game.
Okay.
He did Music of the Heart. There was like a few of these. None of them hit. Like
Didn't
people were
work.
just not having it. And it's well made. I think he made one too called like The Red Violin, I want to say. Like he did 2 attempts to not be a horror director and then was like, fine.
Yeah. Just you got to do what you're put on this earth for.
this will pay the bills.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we get a kind of a bitchy article about people's hairstyles.
Where's that?
This is on
Oh,
page
yeah, here we go, here we go.
7. Dylan McDermott, they're giving him crap when his hair looks exactly the same in both pictures.
Dude, right. It does. Wow.
It's like, okay. Callista Flockhart just has curly hair in one.
Like kind of a crimp, like a very early 2000s crimp.
Yes,
Which was
yes.
never, should have died. The crimping was bad.
It's very mermaidy. It's got
Yeah.
like a real splash kind of thing going on.
Yeah, totally.
Then the rest of the people, like one guy's got white hair because he's playing a character, so I don't think that even counts. And then, what's this, Marla Sokoloff?
God, I forgot about her.
She was huge for a bit.
She was huge for a second.
What was she? It wasn't She's All That. Was she in? Was it Down to You or one of those?
It was something. I cannot put my finger on it.
Yeah, they pushed her as like a villain in those movies.
Yeah. Oh, she was in Dude, Where's My Car? Oh, she's in Sugar and Spice. That's
Sugar and
probably the one
Spice
I'm
is
thinking
fantastic.
of. Great
I kinda
movie.
love that movie.
Yeah, great movie.
Underrated, doesn't come up enough. I think it should.
I know.
One of the highlights of the early 2000s.
I agree. And The Sweetest Thing, I think, is kind of in that
Oh, yeah.
category for me.
Yeah.
Those are really good. Like
I'd put that
buddy
in there.
girl comedies. Yeah.
But not too gross out, which is what I'll like it's not, oh my God, what's the really awful one with Jake Busey? It's called like Tomcats or something like that.
I don't remember that.
Oh my God. It's the quintessential worst case scenario post American Pie, like gross. Oh, it's awful.
Yeah.
It's so bad. I was in 2000, I was read movie reviews for a local radio station. So I saw everything. And
Totally. Very
that year
cool.
I was just like, that movie, I was like, I want to find the people who did this and hold them accountable.
Yeah. Someone needs to.
Oof. Then we get an ad for a product I still don't understand to this day. Again, I think this might be generational. Lunchables. Kids go nuts for it.
If you think I couldn't put away a Lunchables, I sure could. It's fun because you got to make your own tiny sandwich again and again. Oh, this is waffles, because the ones that we ate were like, it was like a kind of a Ritz cracker, a square piece of cheese, a little circle of like nondescript meat. It's like just like the runoff from some horrifying farm. And, you just made a little sandwich and you made another little sandwich, and they just like were each stacked up, and you just, you could make like a double cheese, triple meat sandwich and shove it in your mouth. It was fun, you got to really be creative.
So it was the autonomy. It was the autonomy that was the appeal, like being able to.
And the novelty, I guess, because it wasn't like it wasn't something that at least I got very often, but it was like a fun. Yeah, and I think it was the autonomy. You were like, I'm making my food how I want to make it.
It's funny how kids fall for this sometimes, where it's like, it's nice to have someone else make it for you. But kids are like, no, I want the treat of making it myself.
Yeah, exactly.
You're like, you'll learn.
Now all I want is for someone to make me food. Yeah.
Yeah. Make me waffles and sausage and tang. Oh, that doesn't sound nice. Then we get like a very hot / most 90s design, like a styled Sarah Michelle Gellar ad. It's very Rolling
she looks
Stone.
Great.
She really does.
Oh my God. She looks fantastic. Yeah, big sexual awakening for me growing up was Sarah
You're not
Michelle
alone.
Gellar. Absolutely. And this is no exception.
This is prime example here. Yeah, the look is very like kind of smoky eyes, like, looks like you were in a shipwreck, but a sexy one.
Yes.
And the background's kind of like the Janet Michael Jackson scream kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
totally.
it's very
And she's
specific
got
time and place.
She kind of got the zigzag part, which you never really saw again.
Yeah.
It was like in her hair there at the top.
Messy, but on purpose.
Barefoot.
Yep. It's like she could have just been doing something untoward. We don't know.
We don't know.
And she's like, oh, I didn't see you there.
Implication is there.
but
Another
that's,
cigarette ad.
Basic.
Just below it.
I love Basic. So Basic I had never heard of till I started really looking into TV guides a lot. And their whole campaign is, we're just basic.
Yeah.
Like literally, the best things in life are basic.
Yep. You know?
We're not amazing.
Yeah, and I guess that's a very like salt of the earth kind of appeal where you're like nothing fancy, nothing gay about these cigarettes. They're just basic cigarettes.
Just good enough. Just good enough cigarettes. It's fine.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Then they have a guide to like the best episodes of Buffy, which not being super Buffyverse or Buffy fan, this does seem like a pretty solid list though, up to this time.
Yeah, I'm looking. Wait.
It has Hush as number
there they are.
one.
Yep. Of course. Hush is always one of the best. Do they have the musical on here? They have.
I don't know if the musical had come out
One
yet.
more time. Oh, maybe not. No, they probably hadn't come out yet.
Yeah, they got The Prom, The Passion Angel, The Wish, Becoming parts 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
no,
at
weirdly,
this point, season 4 was out. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So.
Yeah, the pilot, which
Yeah.
Graduation Day, that's a good one.
Yeah. That is a really good one.
It's When Angel Leaves.
Yeah.
Yeah, very Angel heavy in their top
It is.
10.
I mean, he was such a dreamboat. He was so very cute. And he just had that thing, that brooding kind of modern emo, like just like, he was very much like, he's such a Twilight vampire before Twilight. He's such an Edward Cullen before we actually met the man.
But jacked.
Ruined
Like
the
also like
formula.
square jawed and jacked and like kind of like.
So jacked. Yeah, he wasn't the skinny, gaunt vampire at all. And he had the like spiky, the hair where it's like up in front, which was a very late 90s, early 2000s look that
Very
has
Nicolas Shea
thankfully
look.
died. Yeah.
Yeah, very odd casting or different casting. I don't feel like
Yeah.
I would have expected more like a rocker type tortured, crow looking dude.
Yeah, like more gothy than
Yeah,
we got. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Long
And I
hair.
guess we had that with Spike.
true.
More, who I just also loved. It's what a cast. What a sad year for the Buffy.
Yeah, I know.
though.
Two
There's been 3
people have
deaths
died?
this
Oh,
year.
there are 3. Who's the third one? So you had-
Michelle Trachtenberg.
Michelle Trachtenberg was this year. That's right.
Nicholas Brendan, who played
Yep.
Xander, and then
Anthony Head.
Giles.
Yeah. I had Nicholas Brandon on the show, and I had Spike on the show before too, as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's so cool.
It was very fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we get another like weirdly sexual photo of her on a chair with a skirt that's like way too high,
Yeah. Yeah.
like inappropriate high.
It's very inappropriate. We shouldn't be seeing this.
I mean, I think she's like 22, so whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then there's an article in here about Chris Farley's brother, who was in a show I never saw, but it was like a parody boy band reality show called Together.
Okay, I remember Together very much. It was just real. It was like a spoof of boy bands. So yeah, it was. I don't think that I knew or remembered that he was Chris Farley's brother, though. That's pretty amazing. But yeah, it was just. I believe what it was that it was a fake reality show of building a band, basically. Like
Gotcha.
And then they had a show or they had a movie. I can't quite remember, but what was their you plus me equals us. I know my calculus.
Perfect.
Yeah, I did love it. It was funny. It was very clever and a good, like, you know, it wasn't like terribly mean, because I feel like so much of like anti-boy band or like boy band critical content was like Blink-182 making fun of it, or like Eminem making fun of it, and like Eminem being much meaner than Blink-182, but this was more of a loving, like, homage spoof that was still making fun of it, but not in quite the same, like, aggro Woodstock 99 way.
Oof. Or Josie and the Pussycats, which is brutal. Well, I love it, but it's really brutal.
It is brutal. That's true.
It's pretty brutal. It's funny because it's Kevin Farley, and in this photo, he looks exactly like you crossed Chris Farley and Bob Odenkirk.
Oh, totally.
It's really weird.
Yeah, they had a baby.
It's like,
they had a big baby.
Okay. And I don't know if he did a lot after this. I always feel bad for like the younger brother who has to go on and be what their dead brother was, which is odd that that's like not only a subgenre, but a specific SNL subgenre as well.
I guess he'll always have Together, at least. I remember
will.
Kevin.
We'll never forget Kevin.
We'll never forget.
We got the TV Guide Awards. So this was the first year they did voting online for like audience voted who their favorites were, which was kind of interesting. And then there's an article about the pop scene in 2000, which, not my bag.
No, it's, you know, this is all just so deeply, because, you know, I'm like, again, like 11, 12, which I do feel like when you're 11, there's something inside you that like cements around. Because like my banner year of movies, which is many people, I mean, I think a lot of people agree, but 1999 is like,
amazing year.
I'm coming of age, and it's like, it's like all of those movies are just so within me, and you know, all these bands are too, to a much lesser degree, but this is my time. You know, I look at this and I'm like, this is my time. It's in
my head whether I want it to be or not.
Yeah, it'll always be.
99 is an amazing year for movies like that.
Oh, yeah.
There's some uncovered gems in there. Then we get our Little Richard article here about this TV movie about him, which I have not seen, and I wonder how how should I say, how not realistic, because I don't think anything with Little Richard could be considered realistic, how true to life it is, because there's some.
Is he starring in his own movie?
I don't think so. He's 67 years old. And what does he say? Little Richard, which is directed by Robert Townsend, who I love. Robert Townsend is amazing. Stars Leon of the Temptations in a roller coaster ride through the singer's Macon, Georgia childhood and his chart-topping heyday in the 50s. So it's focusing on the 50s. So it's someone else playing Little Richard.
Okay. Because I was like, this is going to be, I would be much more interested in seeing it if he was playing himself.
67-year-old Little Richard playing 22-year-old Little Richard.
I would love to see it.
Pretty amazing.
Yes.
If you ever seen the documentary Hail, Hail, Rock and Roll about Chuck Berry?
No, I haven't.
It's fantastic because Chuck Berry's out of his fucking mind.
Yeah.
And the whole premise of this thing is Chuck Berry, when he would tour, he wouldn't bring a band. And his rider was literally like, you have to provide a band for me that knows all my songs. I'll show up like 10 minutes before showtime. I want my payment in cash in a suitcase.
No rehearsal.
No rehearsal, nothing. So his shows always sucked. It sucked because like, I don't care how good the band is.
It's really hard to do that.
Yeah. So basically, Keith Richards and Bruce Springsteen are like, we want to get a good band together and do like a Chuck Berry concert. So like there's a good Chuck Berry show. And so it's amazing because Chuck Berry hates them. And he punches Keith Richards in the face.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
He's nuts. Like at one point, Keith Richards is like Chuck Berry's amp sounds like garbage for some reason in they're rehearsing. And Keith Richards is like, hey, Chuck, you might want to. And he goes, what did you say? He's like, oh, your amp, it sounds whatever. He goes,
can't actually understand him. Yeah.
That's how Chuck Berry's amp sounds. And he goes, well, Chuck, I'm just saying, they're filming it. This is going to be around when we're all dead and gone. And he goes, who's going to die? You're going to die. He He goes and punches him in the face.
Oh, cool.
And it's like
wow.
insane.
I do want to see that.
But there's all these deleted scenes where Little Richard is all in it, and there's this like hour-long interview with, I think it's Bo Diddley, Little Richard, and Chuck Berry, and they're all just like chatting to each other. And Bo Diddley's totally normal. And the other two are out of their minds. And Little Richard is just spouting the craziest stuff ever. And he's like, at one point he goes, I invented gay. And then people are like, it's plausible. I don't know.
Maybe, yeah.
You may have. But yeah, he's just nuts. Like it's fantastic.
That sounds good. That does sound like
Little
something
Richard's
I should
crazy.
see at some point in my life.
They're interviewing Chuck Berry's wife, who's like 22, and he has a zoo that he owns, and they're driving around in a golf cart, and they're driving around with her, and she's like, I met Chuck in 1965 and blah, like it doesn't make any sense. Like there's no way that that's true, like just from time wise. And the interviewer's like, oh, but I don't understand that because you're X years old or whatever. And Chuck Berry comes running in and goes, interview's over. It's pretty great.
Oh man. Okay. All right. You've sold me.
Pretty great. Yeah. But I'm curious. I want to track this down. It could be like a wonderful train wreck, or it might actually be decent.
Sure.
It's directed by someone good. Robert Townsend, I've never seen anything he directed I didn't like, including Meteor Man.
Yeah. You know, I think he's solid.
Yeah. So let's dive in here. Saturday night, what are you doing? I do want to say while you're looking, Saturday afternoon, they're showing Pam Anderson's post-Baywatch show VIP, which is actually pretty good. It was funny.
Good.
It's like,
did it get canceled quick?
It did get canceled quick.
Yeah. Well, I do love her. Love her forever. Okay, so Saturday, I went with, it's like I'm at home and I know I can be myself now watching it, but I'm trying to kind of combine myself then and myself now into one being. But I went with movies for Saturday night.
Fair enough.
I went with first American Pie. I'm going to be honest. I enjoy American Pie. I
did too. I love the first one. 99. It's that year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like I watched it recently, actually on VHS, because I have a big VHS collection. And I was like, this is funny. It's like there's so many parts that are certainly have not aged well, but there are other parts where I'm just like, this is so like quintessential, and Blink-182 has a cameo, which I love. It's just, I don't know. I think American Pie, you could say that it set off a bunch of masculine, it kind of ended an era of girl-centric comedies.
Yes.
And pushed us into the new frontier of more male-centric, boy-centric content. But I still really did enjoy it as someone who kind of straddled the line of being a boy and a girl at the same time.
You're the perfect audience for it. Allison Hannigan's really funny. To this day, to my knowledge, the only teen comedy that birthed a pornography subgenre.
There you go.
What a claim to fame.
That is what a legacy. It's like that. I wonder if that was an invention of theirs or if that was something that was in the lexicon. I don't know.
I don't remember it being in the lexicon. It certainly popularized it. Like if it.
Well, sure. Yeah.
Remember how everyone in that movie was going to be like a huge star? They're like, Jason Biggs, huge star. No. Chris Klein, going to be a huge star. Nope. No. Allison Hannigan's
then we did get, we got Eugene Levy, but he was already.
He was established.
He was. Yeah.
Allison Hannigan's probably the biggest, like, continuously working actor to have come out of that. Tara Reid.
Yeah. Well, and Tara Reid had, such a...
Paradise.
Yeah. And God, who else? I guess Natasha Lyonne.
Oh, yeah.
Natasha Lyonne. And Jennifer Coolidge, of course.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
But none of the teen stars. Natasha Lyonne, yes. Although I think Slums of Beverly Hills had come out the same year.
Yeah,
But I'm a Cheerleader. I feel like it'd come out before that.
Yeah, But I'm a Cheerleader was 99, I feel like.
Yeah, I think that was 99 as well. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Chris Klein's in Election from 99, and that movie's amazing.
Oh, I love Election.
So
I feel like that was an MTV movie, which there wasn't like a ton of them, but...
It's really funny. Again, movie that I would think would be sort of sort of ahead of its time in the characters that I
Yeah.
figured would be embraced by people now, but hasn't
Yeah, a little.
really
It,
been
it,
discovered.
it is. I'm sure you could call it a cult classic, but it didn't quite reach the same status that you would expect,
No.
of a cult classic. Yeah.
No, but yeah, these people that run everything, and Eddie K. Thomas, I guess he worked kind of a lot. He shows up in stuff every now and then. But yeah, I haven't revisited that movie since I saw it in theaters. And I saw the second one. I don't think I saw any of the others. But you may have inspired me to revisit.
Hey, what do you on your show? Do you usually say what you'd be watching, or is it more what I'd
Sometimes
be watching and we discuss?
it's
Okay.
focused what you would, but then
Okay.
sometimes if there's something that really stands
You'll,
out or it's something
pop
totally
in.
different, I'll pop in. Yeah.
So I don't need to ask you back. I'll just.
You're welcome. You're welcome
Okay.
to. You don't have. Don't feel like you have to.
Okay, sure.
I mean, Batman '89 is on, which I always think of as a summer movie, but at this
Sure,
if
yeah.
it's on, I'm gonna watch it probably.
I haven't seen it since I was a kid. It's like I don't. It's barely in there. It's in there somewhere, but
It's fun. It's fun. That I have watched somewhat recently, and that holds up pretty well.
Okay.
The second one, not so much.
well, let me say what I'm going to follow it by. Number 2 movie of Saturday night is going to be The Waterboy, starring Adam Sandler. I'm doing a boy night.
Wow.
I love The Waterboy. I love Adam Sandler classic Adam Sandler, Happy
Yeah.
Gilmore era. Like, I don't know what he did after, like, he did a lot
I pronounce
of stuff
you
that is
Chuck and
obviously
Larry
absurd.
and Little Nicky and all that stuff.
Yeah, I think Little Nicky was my cutoff point. I think after that I've never seen another one, but
I think you're not alone with that. And Waterboy's almost like a parody of what someone thinks an Adam Sandler movie is
it's
like.
true. It's true. And again, these are just it's like I'm sure that movie wouldn't necessarily appeal to me had I not watched it 1,000 times, because it was one of the movies that we had on VHS. And it was like, you just watch the same movies. You just watched what you had at your house, and that was one of them. My stepdad liked, Adam Sandler movies a lot, so that was just part of our our little culture at home. And my stepdad really liked Adam Sandler movies too, so that was just part of like the culture of movies that was at home. So looking at this, it's so funny that I've just chosen these 2 very quintessential boy
Teen
movies.
comedy sort of
Yeah.
movies. I really love Billy Madison.
Oh yeah, Billy Madison's great. Yeah.
Happy Gilmore is okay too, although I feel like the parts I didn't like of it were embraced by people more than the parts I did like. But that's just me.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's also, I think it's hilarious that they're in the listings telling us what's on the Playboy channel. Like it
Really?
matters.
I think I
So-
missed that. What's on?
At 8:30, it's Sex Guides, Munich, and Cologne.
Wow. Okay. So I'm guessing this is not like softcore porn. It's more like a version of Playboy articles as TV shows.
Yeah, I think so. Like, and I know it was, you couldn't like subscribe to the Playboy channel like you did HBO or Showtime. Like you had to buy it in blocks like a pay-per-view movie.
Interesting.
So it seems weird to me that they programmed though like you did. It just seems odd.
It does seem odd. It doesn't seems out of place. Yeah.
Some dude's gonna be like, "Oh, Sex Guides Munich. Oh, let me
Right.
fire that up. I'll buy
by the
2
block,
hours of that
yeah.
channel to see that, so I can plan my trip or whatever it is." Yeah, very weird. I do want to point out Martial Law is on.
I didn't ever see it.
It's terrible.
Okay.
It's by the same people who made Walker Texas Ranger,
Oh,
but
okay. So it's a show.
it's a show.
Okay.
But it stars Sammo Hung, who is an unbelievably good director and martial artist.
Yeah.
Chinese guy, started in the Seven Little Fortunes with Jackie Chan. Really serious guy.
Yeah.
Like unbelievably good at martial arts.
Okay.
And he speaks barely any English.
Wow.
And they had this show where he's a cop and it just doesn't work.
No.
It does not
so
work.
good.
They pushed it too. And it's, oh boy,
Just died, huh?
does not work. And this is the night they're launching it. And so there's a crossover where his character, his name's Sammo Hung.
Mm-hmm.
His character is named Sammo Law.
Okay. Okay.
It's called martial law.
Oh God. Oh,
And there's a crossover episode with Walker, Texas Ranger.
Oh,
so he guest stars.
They were
on
really
Walker.
trying.
Big time.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a huge box office star everywhere in the world except America.
Yeah. It just didn't translate.
Yeah, just they don't really use him well. It's but man, if I highly recommend the first two Ip Man movies starring Donnie Yen. They're about this guy Ip Man who is one of the guys that taught Bruce Lee, but Sammo Hung choreographed them all, and he's in the second one, and it's like superhuman.
Cool.
It's very good. And he's a big guy too. Like he looks like a big fat guy, but he is ridiculously athletic and like doing flips and stuff. It's really
That's
weird.
cool. Get down with that, I guess.
And then we have such a this is past the purview, but there's an ad, so I feel the need to mention it. I could not think of a more 2000 episode of SNL than hosted by Ben Affleck with musical guest Fiona Apple.
Oh my God. Ugh, I'm there though. I would love to see that.
It's a good episode. It's a pretty good episode.
Wow. Yeah. I also noticed that like on so many of the primetime sections, like every night is just the O'Reilly factor. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
that's your prime time. That's what you're like really looking forward to. Is
Every
that
night.
Goddamn fucking asshole. I just
Such a
listened to this
piece of
great season of the podcast Slow Burn about the rise of Fox News, and it is so like just so much O'Reilly content, and it's just like I still have like the feelings of hatred inside of me for him,
Yes, you
but
should.
man, did they come back out. I was just like, and just to sit there and watch him, and when you could have been watching Friends or something like that, and
or The
just
Water Boy.
enjoying your life, or The Water Boy. It's very hard for me to imagine wanting to sit and watch like enraging political
I
debate.
can't.
Yeah.
So he started in TV news here in Boston.
Yeah, I think
And
I think they talked about that. Yeah.
It's hilarious because I used to work for our local NBC affiliate, and CBS. They became a CBS affiliate, and they all hated him.
Oh yeah.
And all the
infamous
VT
asshole.
guys had compilations of embarrassing moments of him from the station, because that's what happens when you make everyone mad who works in the newsroom.
And I mean that's where We'll Do It Live came from. I
We'll
think,
do it live.
right?
Oh yeah, there's 100 We'll Do It lives.
I wish that could
on
get
these tapes.
leaked.
I know. I want to try to. I
hit them
reached
up,
out to some of
please.
the people I worked with because
Sitting on a gold mine. Yeah.
But it's another rabbit hole. But and they probably covered this in the podcast. But it's essentially all Bill Clinton's fault. Like he signed the 1996 Telecommunications Act, and that's what made it okay for
Bill.
MSNBC and Fox News, and really deregulated a bunch of stuff that just like led us down this path.
It's partisan. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like, ugh, that's a terrible thing that
Mr.
you've done,
Clinton.
Mr. Clinton.
Yep.
Worst thing you've ever done.
Yeah. There are quite a few. Yeah.
Quite a few things, and that's number one. So Sunday, what are you doing?
All right, Sunday, what am I doing? I gotta hit some of the classics on Nickelodeon. I'm going with The Journey of Alan Strange, and I'm following it with The Secret World of Alex Mack.
I don't know Alan Strange.
Okay, Alan Strange was an alien that lived in this family's. I think only the kids knew he was there. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Oh no, I think the whole family knew he was there, but only the kids knew he was an alien. And the main thing I remember that I've always been jealous of is that he could put his hand over a book and he could like read that book immediately and
that's some
download
wish
all of the
fulfillment
information in there.
for kids. So it was like Alf, but with a tween boy.
Yeah, that's close enough.
Because I did love Alex Mack. Speaking of crushes, we
yeah.
all had a crush on Larissa
Oh
Olenek.
my God, tomboy Alex Mack. Yeah, backwards baseball hat. This,
Yep. Speaking
very-
of 99,
Yeah.
10 Things I Hate About You.
Totally. Yep. She was getting big at this point. But then that was it.
Nothing. I think she quit acting for some reason. She
She's-
popped up in like
She's
an
in
episode
Pretty
of
Little
Scrubs.
Liars for a little
Yes.
bit. And what else was she in? Something else recently, but I can't.
She
think
plays
what
the
it is.
mom on something. Like I want to say like a CW show.
Yeah.
Like a
she
fairly
was a
recent
mom in
show.
Pretty Little Liars. She was Ezra Fitz's ex-girlfriend who he had a secret child with. I love that
So you like the show.
garbage show. Oh yeah. No, I mean, I like cheesy TV where you're like always like, oh, that's a choice you made.
But those shows
I do
know
like
exactly
Pretty
what they
Little
are.
Yeah.
Like those UPN CW
Yeah.
nighttime soaps, like without being so winking that
Yeah.
it's like a knowing parody, which would be unwatchable. Like they
Totally.
take it really seriously, so
But then there are like
works.
these moments of light where it comes through and they're like, we know. but at the same time, it's like still like taken seriously in a way that is.
we know what
yeah.
we signed up for,
Yeah,
but we're
for sure.
we're gonna play it straight. I do want to mention there's a movie on that afternoon that is a really good movie from 1992
Okay.
that no one ever brings up, and when they do, they're shitting on it. And TV Guide even only gives it 1 star, and it stars David Bowie, Buck Henry, and Rosanna Arquette.
Okay. Interesting.
And it's a comedy called The Linguini Incident.
Oh, I've not heard of that at all.
It's fun. It's like these restaurant workers band together to rob the restaurant. So it's kind of like a heist movie.
Okay.
And it's fun. And I don't know why, again, never comes up.
Well, thank you for highlighting it. It's important
Quite
work,
welcome.
I think.
1
Yeah.
star. And they give Bordello of Blood at the same time, not my favorite movie, 2 stars. And I don't think it's twice as good as The Linguini Incident.
No. I will say I would follow up with Halloween H2O, but I'd only watch that for a half hour, and then I'd switch over to I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. Finish that.
Did you
Finish that
continue with the I Know What You Did Last Summer, or did you stop at I Still Know like I did?
Was there a third one? God, I don't even know.
Yeah, I think it was called like I'll Always Know What You Did Last Summer. And then they
I
had the
might have seen
reboot last
it.
year.
Oh yeah, the one from last year is virtually unwatchable. Terrible.
Yeah. I can't
Although
even
I loved
imagine.
seeing Sarah Michelle Gellar do her little
Sure.
cameo. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know if
But
that was like
these-
AI or something, but it was it was strange, but I was like, oh, this is why I came here.
You know what I liked and I feel is underrated of that era is Urban Legend, the first one.
Urban Legend is one of the best horror movies of all time, in my opinion, and one of the big influences of my show. Because so much of what we cover is urban legends, and that was like that show rattled through so many of the hits and was really inspired by my favorite urban legend folklorist who popularized the term urban legend. So like that movie is like it's in the DNA of my work, like all the work I do. So very underrated. Great villain. Oh my God, she was so great. I can't remember the actor's name.
I can't remember.
something.
It's Rebecca Gayheart.
Yeah.
Rebecca
You
Gayheart.
got it. Mhm.
And you know what I didn't mind either is Jamie Blank's Valentine starring David Boreanaz.
Yes, yeah. It's been a long time, but I've seen it. I remember it being, I like a shtick. I like a gimmick in a horror movie for sure.
It's a slasher movie.
Yeah.
It should have a gimmick.
It's got to have a gimmick, yeah.
It's funny because I was thinking about urban legends too, and I totally didn't bring that up intentionally to discuss your show. But when I was thinking about your show and like how much faster the world moves sort of after this era, like after the early 2000s, where we kind of don't have them anymore because the nature of information means you can't.
Yeah.
Like it requires word of mouth, slow moving, evolving lies.
Yeah, and then now it just gets darker faster too. Just because there's so many people like contributing their ideas.
And burns out immediately.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. Yeah, it's wild. It still happens, but they're not as fun, and they're much more consequential than they used to be,
And not everybody knows them. Like with Urban Legend, the movie, it played on urban legends that we all knew, like the 10 that we all have heard.
Yep.
And everybody
Classics.
had heard them.
Oh yeah.
And there isn't that now.
No. You get like the Momo challenge was one, they're like every couple of years you get one that kind of solidifies, but then it can get debunked. And that's the thing, is like the debunkings that would happen in newspapers would be like, they'd be like, oh, like police are investigating like these, people getting slashed, their ankles slashed under cars at the mall. And then the debunking would be like weeks later, like a teeny little thing that no one would ever see. And so it lived on that way. But now it's like, we got Snopes, man.
Immediately.
Yeah.
Which is probably for the best, but also is a little bit disappointing.
Yeah, it's just it's a relic in a lot of ways.
Missing some whimsy.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So is that your whole Sunday?
Yeah, that's my Sunday.
There's also the show Jack and Jill, which they really pushed on After Felicity with Amanda Peet and Jamie Presley. And I remember them like promoting the hell out of the show. I did not see a single minute of it. Don't remember it at all. Oh God, this is painful. Sunday night, there's a made-for-TV movie starring Matthew Modine,
Okay.
and it's a new adaptation of Flowers for Algernon.
Jeez.
And it looks, the full page ad looks like a freaking joke, because they've done like it's like a sexy Charlie Gordon. Like, I can't imagine how terrible
What page is
this is. It's on page 65 of the PDF.
Okay.
And I love that story. Like, it's heartbreaking.
Wow. Okay.
How inappropriate does this make this look?
It looks so, and the mouse on the shoulder. Yeah, there's so much happening in this. It's so.
It's like a Benny and June rom-com that they're making this look like. And even the copy they have is like a little bit too whimsical, where it's like, last month, Charlie Gordon couldn't read.
Yeah.
Now he's quoting Shakespeare. Can the medical miracle that changed his life help him understand the meaning of love?
And then the title is written like in crayon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Charlie finding love is not the point of Flowers for Algernon.
Sure is not. Wow. Oh, and there's a little Malcolm in the Middle ad next to it. That's cute.
Oh, yes. It premiered that night.
Oh.
Like, the Lawnmower Man strikes me as being a better, more respectful adaptation of Flowers for Algernon than this, without having seen this.
Oh my God, yeah, I know. I don't think,
this looks bad.
I wonder if it's even possible to see this anymore, if anyone's seen it.
Matthew Modine turns into a sensitive portrayal of a mentally disabled free spirit named Charlie Gordon, who, following brain surgery, is transformed into a genius. This cannot be good. There's no way.
There's no way. There's no way.
The director says his version's better than the 1968 film Charlie because, quote, it's truer to the book.
Okay. That's what you're going to rely on, I guess.
Yeah, I don't think it is. Reading that story as a young kid, that destroyed me. That book. That was like scarring.
No, I never read it, but it was always around.
It's very good. I just would never want to read it again. Yeah. Then they have the Little Richard movie is also on that Sunday night. So it's on. So the counter programming to the Little Richard movie on at the same time on a different network is the Matthew Modine Flowers for Algernon.
Oh my God. Insane. Oh my God. So
geez. That's wow. Okay. had to stop, do a little pit stop there because my God. Yeah, there's interestingly, actually, before we get to Monday, on page 69, there's an ad for page6.com.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Which I'm surprised to see. And this is like the beginning of the complete sleazy tabloidization of everything.
Yeah. I mean, Perez Hilton's got to be coming up soon.
Yeah.
I don't know when he started.
I think it was around this time, but just seeing a .com ad in TV Guide is strange.
Yeah.
And the WB this week on page 71, all the shows are sponsored by Got Milk.
Wow. Yep.
So there's an
They're
ad
all
with
wearing little
the
milk
milk
mustaches. Yep.
You got Pacey, you got Angel.
Oh, all the big boys. Yep. Wow.
Yeah. What a campaign. That brings us to Monday. What do you got going on?
All right. Monday, start with That 70s Show. I'm going to go to Seventh Heaven because I want to make fun of it.
Yeah, it's bad.
It was so bad, but also so fun to watch and just be like, this is what people that are not like me are watching.
The plot of this one says, tonight, Eric races against the clock to answer a frightened child's prayers.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, it was so self-aggrandizing. And so, it was just, the vibe was so off. Then I have, these are in the right order, but I have Ally McBeal. I loved Ally McBeal. I haven't watched it since I was a kid, but my mom and I loved Ally McBeal.
It's hard to see now. Like, such a massive show. I don't even think it's streaming, or if it is, it just came streaming. Huge cultural phenomenon.
I know. It really was felt almost like a prerequisite to something like The Office.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
know?
yeah. Mm-hmm. Like, people who'd never seen it knew, like, the Dancing Baby. If you referenced it, they knew what you're talking about. And for a show that big, to 25 years later, I bet 2 in 10 people probably know it if you mentioned it to them.
Yeah, totally. And then I'll say Strangers with Candy, which I love to this day, and I still watch.
I had Amy Sedaris on the show ages ago, and she told me the greatest story was when they first got greenlit at Comedy Central. They were like, you guys can't run a show yourselves. You've not run a show before, so you need to hire a showrunner. So is there a show you like that is kind of like this that we could reach out to the person and run the show? And Amy was like, we love My So-Called Life.
Nice.
So they sent the script to Winnie Holzman. Wow. And Winnie Holzman called them and was like, never talk to me again, ever. She was so disgusted
by the script.
By the script. Yeah.
God, it was really ahead of its time also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a perfect example of, yes, you can do funny stuff with offensive material if you're smart enough.
Absolutely. And that's a very important lesson.
Really hard to do. You got to be good. Great pick. And I have to point out Freaks and Geeks is on this night. For the short-lived time Freaks and Geeks was on, this is a great episode where Nick is addicted to marijuana. Fantastic show.
What's crazy? I never watched it. I've never seen it.
Have you seen it ever? Oh,
Never.
You got to.
I know.
It's so good.
I have to.
It's so good.
It's like one of those secrets you don't want anyone to know. I've never seen it.
Your secret's safe with me.
Thank you.
And then weirdly on Monday, there's a new WB show starring American Pie's Eddie K. Thomas.
There you go.
Called Brutally Normal, which
Brutally
obviously
Normal.
didn't last very long.
Very 2000 title. Yeah.
Tuesday, what are you doing?
Tuesday, I'm watching Buffy, of course.
Yeah.
Then I'm watching Angel. But I'm also wondering at the same time, like, what is the true Hollywood story about?
I would watch any true Hollywood story at this time. And let's see if it says which episode this is. So on E, we have Talk Soup. And then 9 o'clock, it's going down. It doesn't tell us what it is. Damn it. It's a 2-hour one, though. So it's probably John Holmes, which they showed constantly. I think that was a 2-hour one.
I loved the Brady Bunch one. That was always
that
my
one's
favorite.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is
Who
a damn
knew
good
what was
one.
happening behind the scenes of that
Insanity.
show? Yeah.
I had Greg on this show.
Really? Man, you had a friggin' roster. That's incredible.
And Robbie Rist. And he was the best because hearing his cousin Oliver stories in Brady Bunch was amazing. That poor guy.
Great.
Like he would go to like Disneyland and people would like smack him.
Wow, that's
as a kid for like ruining the show.
God,
he's like, I'm a kid who had a job.
It's not fair.
No, he did all right. Wednesday, what are you doing?
Wednesday, what do I got? I'm doing, you know what? I'm going to hang out with my granny and I'm going to watch Who Wants to Be a Millionaire because we both loved that show and we watched it together.
Phenomenon.
All the time. Yeah, it was a phenomenon. And, Regis Philbin, like, was a big presence, I feel like, around my life because he was also on, what was his show? Not the Today Show.
Live with Regis and Kathy Lee and then Regis and Kelly after.
Yeah, Regis and Kathy Lee. That was the era for me. No,
that was a good homesick from school show.
It was, yeah.
And he was great. He was funny. He was really good at his job.
Yeah.
I will not forgive him for the monochromatic tie and shirt combinations that started happening in the year 2000 because of that.
Either.
It was pretty bad. That night, Evel Knievel's son, Robbie Knievel, is doing a live head-on train jump on Fox at 8 o'clock. And
I might have watched that, honestly. That might have. I didn't see that. That might have, because if it's live, it's kind of like.
Yeah, he could explode.
He might explode, and I got to see a man explode.
Someone will remind me if I'm wrong or not, but I believe he got like really badly injured.
Really? I'm
think
gonna go look this up. Yeah.
Yeah, there's got to be footage. Imagine that's your dad, and you got to go into that family business.
God.
Driving head on into a train.
Seriously, I'm like, I love Evel Knievel. We did an episode that was really focused a lot on Evel Knievel, and what a fascinating figure. But yeah, I mean, I guess it was bound to happen that his son would try to jump over a train.
That's the most like, Daddy, love me.
Yeah, seriously. And I'm sure he wasn't a good father. I don't know.
No, God, no.
I'm guessing.
I don't think he was a good guy. I don't believe he was a good guy at all.
I can't imagine.
Total side note, I know you got to go soon, so I won't go too far down this path, but
Sure.
if you're interested in Evel Knievel, look up the Marvel Comics 1970s comic, The Human Fly.
Ooh,
And
okay.
it was this weird campaign where they made up a real guy who was like an Evel Knievel type stuntman. He's Canadian,
Okay.
called The Human Fly. And then they had a comic book that was supposed to be actually based on him. And this guy did stunts and stuff and made TV appearances, and no one actually knew who he was. It's this crazy story.
Okay.
It's like a totally bonkers story that I can't believe no one's made a movie out of.
Okay, that sounds fun.
It's really weird. They tried to reverse engineer an Evel Knievel. Where are we? Thursday night?
All right. I will say Wednesday, I did want to mention that I would also be watching Secrets of Street Magicians Revealed, which feels
Yep.
kind of in the same category as the Evel
Yep.
Knievel Sun Jump. And also I had to shout out The Man Show, which I watched
Yes.
a lot of when I was
did too.
like 11.
I did too.
Yeah.
I did too. The Man Show Boy made me laugh quite a bit.
I mean,
which was,
yeah. If I watched it now, I have no idea. I can't remember anything but like the women bouncing on trampolines.
Yeah, yeah. It's.
But I watched it. I listened to Loveline. I mean,
I loved Adam Carolla from Loveline. Listened
oh
every
my
night.
God, yeah,
Yeah.
I did. And I mean,
was
it's funny
everything.
that we forget so much where Jimmy Kimmel came from. It
Yeah.
was not.
Oh, yeah.
It was from shows of ill repute, and now he's
Yeah.
kind of a liberal darling. So it's just kind
He
of
was a
funny.
radio guy, and then
Yeah.
win Ben Stein's money.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Yep.
It's,
Yep.
like,
I
insane.
just hadn't thought about that show in a really long time.
And do you remember when Carolla and Jimmy Kimmel left, who they replaced them with? Joe Rogan. And Doug Stanhope, who, like him and Joe Rogan could not be more different.
Okay.
And it's very odd that they would put them together.
Well, I'm glad I had the other version. Yeah.
Yes. Thursday, what are you doing?
I'm going, and this is a hard choice. I would have, it's hard, but I would have either gone with Friends or Ryan Murphy's first show, Popular, which I love. Did you ever watch Popular?
Popular's fantastic.
I know, it was so
Cherry, it's so good. Amazing
good.
cast. I had Carly Pope on the show. We talked about Popular.
Fun. I would love to hear it. I gotta go listen to all
She's
of these.
great.
I mean, I love all these people. But yeah,
She's
that
great,
was a
yeah.
hard choice because I love both those shows so much. And Friends was more like I'm watching with my family, and Popular is more like I'm watching and talking about it with my friends. Yeah, it's for me. Yeah. Although I do think my mom was hip to all the fun shows for sure.
Delta Burke showed up. Like,
Yeah.
that show managed to be cartoonish, but also feel like there
Yeah.
were stakes and like real They was just really
Yeah,
well
it
done.
was.
It
It
was
was
only 2
really-
seasons.
It was like Prestige Degrassi or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. It was smart teen shows, which I guess, you know, Buffy falls in that category too.
It does, yeah. And the humor on both those is somewhat similar. And I think, Ryan Murphy,
Yeah.
for all of the things that drive me nuts about him now, like early Ryan Murphy stuff and some of like early American Horror Story. Like, there's some like, he's funny, like his shit's funny. And
Yeah.
I wish that he just would have stuck to doing like one show at a time. And maybe
Yeah.
things could have gone better. But
Got greedy.
Yeah, he sure
but
did.
yeah, I really love that show.
I know, and it's like very forgotten. Most people just, if I talk about Popular, they just don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
but-
Leslie Bibb, Sarah Rue, who's amazing on it.
Yeah, really good, really good.
Yeah. I love Sarah Rue. She lives on Cape Cod now and does an online DIY house repairs show.
Well, good for her. I'd love to hear that. It sounds relaxing. Yeah.
Yeah. But you didn't go Charmed?
I didn't go Charmed. I like Charmed, but I wasn't like crazy. I was never crazy about Charmed.
I feel like nobody was. Charmed is a show people watch, but no one was like, it was nobody's favorite show.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. It was okay.
It's fine. If it's on, I'll watch it.
Witches were never really. They didn't grab me like vampire. I was much more vampires than witches.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, because vampires, like, they're cursed. Like a witch, it's like, this is by choice. Even though it's supposed to be like you're born into whatever.
Yeah. And like
It
magic.
just didn't have the, yeah.
I just, no. I'm like more horror. I'm too
Yeah.
I'm too rock and roll for witch
Yeah.
content.
Yeah. Witches, it's like hippies.
Yeah.
You're
Unless
like-
it's The Witch, which is a movie that I do love.
Sure.
The
sure.
Witch, yeah.
Yeah, but not a lot of great witch content that isn't kind of lame. Waterboy's on again that night too. I should point
Oh,
out.
well, maybe I'll catch that for a second time.
In ER, which is a great episode of ER, but again, I put in this category of fantastic television I never want to see again.
Yep. Yeah. Sure.
Really, really, really depressing.
Yeah.
Oh
Not
boy.
depressing. Another choice I would go with after my shows would have been Addams Family Values.
Yeah. A sequel better than the original, and the original's good.
Somehow, just what an accomplishment those two movies were.
Yeah. Perfect casting, just funny, and yeah, great.
Just perfect. Yep.
Really good. Friday night, final night of the week. What are you doing?
Gotta go Twin Peaks.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, I gotta see what's going on Twin Peaks.
This is Bravo is re-airing Twin Peaks at this time.
Yeah.
This is when it was just about to come out on DVD for the first time.
Yeah.
So there was sort of a renewed interest in Twin Peaks.
Yep. I was able to find at a thrift store a complete first season VHS set, and the whole you line them
Just
up and
the
it says
picture on
Twin
the
Peaks.
side.
You seen
Yep.
this? Yeah. I was like, I couldn't believe my luck. It was just like at a Goodwill or something. So yeah, I'm going with Twin Peaks. I'm also like maybe during the commercials, I'm watching a little Sabrina, the Teenage Witch, even though I just
Good
said
show.
I didn't like witch content, but it's different.
Exception.
It's just a comedy. It's a straight comedy. There's no drama. I don't need witch drama. I
And
need
it's
witch
smart.
comedy. Yeah.
Dick Van Dyke's in this episode.
Oh, fun.
Can't go wrong with that.
That's so fun. And then I got another True Hollywood Story, seeing what that, we can't know what it
this
is.
is
but
mysteries
I'm
and
always
scandals.
interested. And then I got to end on SVU.
True Hollywood Stories this night is Jerry Garcia.
Oh, okay. I could get into that. I could have
May
definitely
or may
gotten
not
into
be
that.
interesting.
Yeah.
And yeah, SVU was on at that time. Jesus Christ, that show's been on too long.
It's been on for a very long time. I don't know how they
long.
keep talking about a Monster of the Week show.
Yeah, how many murders can there be? It doesn't make sense to me.
It's very creative. Yeah.
I would watch that show if Little Richard played one of the detectives.
Yeah, that would be fun. I could really enjoy that.
Is there anything you watch now, like any comfort shows that you have?
Oh God. I mean, my number one comfort show will always be It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. That's that's the one that I have watched like probably the most times of any show. But I would say that's the one like I'm going to sleep, which is so funny because it's just mostly men yelling. And for whatever reason, I'm just like,
it's comforting.
Puts me right to bed.
No, I mean, my like comfort go to sleep movies are like Day of the Dead, Manhunter, and Near Dark. So I totally get it.
Absolutely. Yeah. But I'd say that's the first one that jumps to mind. I'm rewatching Eastbound and Down right now, which is really fun.
Okay.
My comfort shows are all like slightly irreverent comedies, I think.
Yeah.
That's what I go to.
Unlikable leads, bad people comedies.
Yeah. Anti-heroes.
2000s.
Like, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And to match your never
enough.
seen Freaks and Geeks confession, I've never seen Always Sunny in Philadelphia or
Really?
Eastbound and Down. Yeah.
Very interesting. I mean, I think once you get there, it's gonna be rewarding for you because it's
all right. I'll put them on the list.
It's just I don't know. It's just like the funniest show that I've ever seen. But Friends remains a comfort show for me too. I mean, Friends has so many haters. I don't know where you stand on Friends. Where do you stand on Friends?
I was never super into it. I didn't dislike it, but I was a big Living Single fan.
That's fair. Living Single is awesome.
I was like, they're struggling, they're funny. And Friends, I just couldn't. I was like, everyone's unlikable and they're rich people in New York. I can't. It didn't click with me for whatever reason.
Fair enough. Very fair enough. It's just, I really do. It's like you're set up by what surrounds you and what your family is like bringing in. That was like my parents' show, and I loved it. And not until you get a little older do you even like pick your own adventure.
It's young millennials in Generation Z. It's kind of their Brady Bunch now because it's on all the time and they know every episode when it starts, and it's like it's funny seeing that. Way to put it. Yeah, that sort of change.
Yeah.
But I know you got to go. Thank you so much for doing this. It's been great talking to you. I appreciate you taking the time to do it.
Of course, this was so fun. You're so knowledgeable about things that I am and am not, and I really do. I appreciate that. You know your stuff, and this was fun. And thank you for bringing me back into the year 2000 and back into the TV Guide because I didn't realize how much I missed it.
We're in a TV guideless world, and that's the problem.
I know, and maybe that's the problem.
Oh, baby, I see
there you go. That's Chelsey. How great are they? You can go to ChelseyWeber-Smith.com and find out all about everything they do. American Hysteria is the podcast, which I highly recommend. And if there are any other people you would like me to try to get on the show, podcasts you like, YouTubers you like, celebrities, let me know. Email me at tvguidancecounselor@gmail.com or ken@icanread.com, and I shall do my best to try and get them on. Don't always succeed, but I will always try. Or you can go over to the, it's one of those weeks, or you can go over to the Patreon, and if you give $5 or a month or more, $5 or a month or more, amore. Wow, this is like an extra mush mouth day. You can give amore on the Patreon if you want, but if you give $5 US American dollars a month or more, you can get a PDF of each week's issue that we discuss, including this week's issue with Chelsey. Also, what are we in? Second? Is this the third? Technically the third week of July. So we're more than halfway through the year, and Lindsey Graham died, so we're getting there. I don't know. It's one of those. Yeah. Anyway, the less said, the better. Like I said, email me, reach out, go on the Patreon, and I will be next. I will be next here next week. Yeah. God, I think I might have a brain worm. I will be here next week for a brand new edition, and I hope you will too, for TV Guidance Counselor.